Penn State faced off against Illinois in Week 3 of college football in Champaign, Illinois. This was predicted to be a close game, however the score ended up being 30-13 in favor of the Penn State Nittany Lions. However, this game was not all rainbows and sunshine for the Penn State Nittany Lions. Their offense looked sloppy all game, however their defense stepped up in a big way. Let's kick it off with breaking down the Penn State offense, starting with Drew Allar. Drew Allar threw 33 pass attempts and only completed 16 for 208 yards and no touchdowns or interceptions. And at first these stats look pretty bad, however you must remember that this is Drew Allar's first road game as a starter for the Penn State Nittany Lions, and he continued his streak of no turnovers as he has not thrown an interception in his college football career. Next up, let's look at the Penn State rushing attack as Kaytron Allen led the way with 13 carries for 54 yards and a touchdown. And surprisingly, Nick Singleton looked quite flat in this game as he only had 11 carries for 37 yards and 1 touchdown. And the Penn State receivers honestly looked pretty awful in this game, as their leading receiver would be Nick Singleton with 3 catches for 49 yards. Tyler Warren did look pretty decent in this game too, however he had 3 catches for 33 yards and a touchdown, while Keandre Lambert-Smith, Penn State's leading wide receiver through 2 weeks, completely disappointed in this week. He would only have 3 catches for 23 yards in their game versus Illinois. However, the worst receiver of the day was Malik McLean, their transfer from Florida State. He looked amazing through 2 weeks and was proving that he could be a bona fide player for this team. However, he had many drops in this game versus Illinois and his hands just looked absolutely awful as he only had 1 catch for 6 yards. However, the Penn State defense played absolutely amazing as they kept them in this game and ultimately ended up winning them this game 30-13. The Penn State Nittany Lions defense would cause Illinois to turn over the ball 5 times with 4 interceptions and 1 fumble. And to go along with this, Penn State's defensive line was flying all over the field as they combined for 3 sacks and 7 tackles for loss. However, the best player on the defensive side of the ball in this game was Drazon Newton from Illinois. He had multiple QB pressures, a tackle for loss, a pass breakup, and blocked a field goal. However, this would ultimately not be enough as Illinois would fall to Penn State 30-13. So what's next for Penn State? Well, next week is their huge game against Iowa, and this is actually the whiteout game at home at Beaver Stadium. And this will be a tough one for Penn State as they will have to face off against the Hawkeyes, who are currently ranked as the number 25 team in the nation and are currently 2-0, but are probably going to win against Western Michigan today. And honestly, after 2 weeks, Penn State looked amazing. However, this game, they honestly just disappointed me. And I don't know, this game against Iowa is for sure going to be a tough one. As we all know, Iowa can't score. They have no offense, so I have no issue with Penn State's defense being able to shut them down. However, my issue is with the offense, as Iowa has one of the best defenses in the country every single year. We all know that Penn State's amazing defense will shut down Cade McNamara in that offense. However, that defense is for sure scary. And we all know that this game between Penn State and Iowa will be a for sure classic, as I ultimately do think that Penn State will be able to take care of business and win at home just because of that Beaver State atmosphere and the whiteout atmosphere.